all are doing really well. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So wonderful to have you here. Let me just breathe in for a second because I was rushing literally for the last 2 hours. Get things done. So let me calm my down first. Let me drink my coffee. If it's morning for you, grab your coffee with me. Let's enjoy this beautiful Sunday. I mean, the weather is so unbelievably beautiful. I didn't expect this. I hope I can go through this quickly and so that I can still enjoy a little bit this beautiful weather before I dive deeper into work, as always. So I hope you all are doing really well. So yes, this week I wanted to talk to you about few things, and this will be a little bit different than before. And so I would like to mention a few things so that you have an overview on, you know, my channel and everything regarding it. And also at the end, please watch until the end, because at the end I want to talk about, I made some notes yesterday when I talked with my mom, and a topic came out and I was talking about my channel. And then it was like, why is this always like this when I talk with my parents regarding topics? We usually discuss topics, or you know, I tell things, and then, you know, the world events or whatever I'm thinking about, and then while I am explaining this and talking about that topic, this pew brilliant ideas came out, and every single time I say to myself, I wish I had like recorded this would be a great video. So this time I was talking, I said to myself, okay, this would be a great topic so I noted it, and I said I will talk about this because I think it's very important to understand. And so that will be towards the end, so please watch until the end if you come back and watch this video. So first I want to say that it is very important to really, I just want you to understand that it's really important for you to, if you would like, you know, give a thumbs up on my videos, and if you comment, if you subscribe, and if you share. These things are unfortunately really not necessarily for me. I mean, of course it is, and I'm so grateful for that, right? But the world of social media is extremely brutal, and so YouTube has and also the other social media platforms have a certain mathematical algorithm, and this means that the more you like it, the more you comment on it, the more you are engaging with the video, it shows YouTube that, you know what, this person or these people really like this women's videos, and these videos are important, these videos are valuable, and these videos make an impact on people. And so that's why, and when YouTube sees that, it pushes the videos forward so you can see it. And if this does not happen, then YouTube believes that because it's just an AI system, right? It's an automatical algorithm. I mean, it's not human beings behind of it. It's just a machine. And they literally are believing that, okay, you know what? People don't find value in this, don't want to see this, and that's why they push it more and more down. And that's when the problem occurs. And again, it is not only a negative feedback on the producer, like on the person who do the videos, it's disencouragement, and also it's the voice that's being spread around, it's not reaching the necessary audiences. And that's why, and I do know that you do like it. I do know that you love my videos because you keep telling this to me, right? But you keep telling this to me privately. Like, sometimes I get from out of nowhere, like a person I've never seen or haven't seen for years or something, and suddenly out of the blue, hey Ayguen, I watch your videos and they are amazing and I do share them. Oh, like, what? You watch my videos? Like, I'm hearing this all the time. So, but I have no idea. Even I did a poll on my Instagram, and because I really want to shut my Instagram down and want to start it from the scratch, because I mean, I will talk this in the second section of this why. And there I made a poll, and the people who are watching my videos, I would never even guessed these people would watch my videos. It is so nice. I love it. It's fantastic. But at the same time, let me know and tell me, and it is really a good feedback for me, but also shows YouTube that you do actually like the videos and do want to see more. And for me to be able to do the videos requires a lot of efforts, and time. And the point in this channel is to really spread my vision for humanity, correct? Like to increase the dynamic of critical thinking, and increase the amount of knowledge, and increase mental health, physical health, increase empowerment, right? To empower oneself. What's the point if you're not empowered? And the videos that they do, and I will connect this to the topic that I will talk about this at the end of the video. And the more the topics are negative, I mean the videos who get all these likes and get all these shares and get all the comments are like these unbelievably negative. And I don't like to throw around this toxic wording, but it is true. It really does spread really toxicity, negativity, and like bullying and harassment and all sorts of things towards a person, towards a group, or I've seen so many, and I keep starting to report these people or channels, because I've seen so many people and forget about, like, you know, whatever topic, but especially if you're like in this call yourself I'm a spiritual person, and then spread all the negativity and toxicity around the world, then this is horrific. And I've seen so many YouTubers who really curse to the audience, like literally, like when the audience say, you know, what are you talking about, or something, you be you know, TCH, and you this, you that, and really like going down. I mean, the words that comes out of that person's mouth, that person turned into like an evil person, like a, I don't know, I just cannot believe it. And how people take it so like, ha 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 ha, you know, and it's just like, and even push, like, go for it, yeah, and everybody's like pointing fingers at that person. I mean, what is happening? And that's not enough. These YouTubers receive all of these super thanks, monetary donations, like $50, $100 every single day on every single YouTube live. I mean, you can make this stuff up. And I cannot believe that. And then this person has 600,000 subscribers. But this person talks only SHIT and really goes down into BITCH and all of these like horrific words, and goes and really attacks and bullies their viewer, and it's just unbelievable. And I've seen just not one, multiple of those, so many. And many people literally see this person as like, okay, I want to be like this person, and really does the same thing, and they do get the views, they do get the subscriptions, and I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. And these people, again, these are on all sorts of topics. Psychologists, same crap. Mental health videos, same crap. Tarot card readings, horrible crap. I mean, or like people who call them spiritual, horrible crap. Or these news commentator, whatever channels, there's these suddenly things as other, I don't know, journalists or whatnot, those type of things. I mean, it's just all these paparazzi type of things. It's just, it goes on and on and on and on. What is wrong with this world? And the more people are engaging and and go for it. And there's even a recent study show that the more, I mean, we already knew that. Why these ridiculous studies came out? We already knew this, that the negativity promotes more engagement. And that's how these social media companies are building on, and the war in the world is building on the negativity, the hatred of people. And so then coming back to channels like my channel, when you want to spread the positivity, when you want to spread the goodness in the world, when you want to spread critical thinking and saying what it is and how it is, and not to be afraid about it, and not follow the stream where everybody is going. If you can stand for yourself and say, no, 100 people go this direction, I am one person go this direction because this I believe is the correct path. And if you can stand here, then this means you do have self-empowerment. You do have empowerment, self-value, knowledge, truth. If you don't trust yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you do not have self-confidence, if you do not have self-value, you will not able to stand here tall and strong while hundreds and thousands of people moving in this direction. What I want to create for the world, for you, for my people, for my followers, this, I want to create this, more of those. When we can be more of these people in this world, forget about this. Then what happens when we are more people like us, then the amount of people going that direction would also dissipate, right? I mean, and so that's why I would really appreciate if you really think like me. And people on my channel, and some people were actually bullied me, actually a psychologist, a Turkish psychologist, bullied literally me, saying that, oh, her channel is like so small, that's why, you know, she's talking about, you know, these people who are actually not doing their job well. and stealing other people's content. And so of course my people, like my channel, wouldn't be that many because there are not many people like us, right? And so the point is to increase people like us. And if you do sincerely believe in that, then I will ask you to please join me. And please, let's do whatever it takes. If it's giving a like on this video, giving a, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And if you, of course, if you want to learn more about how to do it, right? And comment, tell me your story, tell me what you think. I love the interaction that I have on my channel. I do love it because I do love that I do have so high quality people. I keep saying this for years. I'm so proud, really proud and honored that I have so high quality people on my channel. We are a group, a small group, not that small, 2,000, but we are growing every single day. And that's beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. And that gives me excitement and joy to do even more for you. And yeah, so that's one point. Please, let's give us the chance to grow so that we are a group of people who really, really spread this vision to the world, okay? So that was one thing. So coming to the second section is I have so many new products that came out. I'm so happy, and I did made my first sales this week. So happy about that. Thank you so much for everyone who purchased my journals on Amazon, and you can find all the links and all the informations down in the description box when you open it. And so also what is, I so love it, you know, I'm like this card freak, right? I really love cards, and I recently just said to my sister that even like doing this, like this just relaxes me so much. I am so relaxed by doing this, you know. It's just, I love it so much. I mean, cards for me are so important. So I created multiple card decks. You can also find that information down in the description box. And a brand new one came out this week, and that are the runes. The runes card deck. If you are into runes, and which are these, right? These are Viking runes, and I made these myself too, right? These are the runes. And I made them as a card deck, and they look amazing. I designed it myself, so they look like ancient ages, like Viking ages. So definitely hop over to all of my links and just see all my products. They're all designed for you to be empowered. My journaling is, I mean, I cannot emphasize this enough how important this is. And if you are getting I have more to come. I'm working on those. And if you get my journals, we will do live together, and for this weeklies, and that's actually, I 100% believe that's super helpful. And if I wouldn't know myself, I wouldn't even do all of this. So definitely they are 100% working so well. So the third thing I want to mention is, before I hop over to the third thing, the second thing I want to mention, many people don't know that I do offer private consultations, one-on-one consultations for any life challenges you have. If you seek guidance, which path to take, can be in your career, it can be in your job, it can be in your personal life, it can be in your relationships, it can be in your family life. It can be in any life situation. I helped really like since my early young ages so many people, and I do this all the time. But what I actually limit this to, I will only take 5 people, the first 5 people, or until the certain time, because I want to close that, because I want to shift the consultation to another specific area. So if you seek guidance, and I keep getting this ask, so if you seek guidance, definitely their link is below how you can book it. The first 5 I will take, or until a certain date, which I will determine later. So if you still want to get into the list, hop over to and just book it, so that I'm not sure how far ahead I'm booking, but definitely get that in if you need. And I keep getting these requests, but so I want to say this in one video, that you can find that link where you can book it. On my online store, there's a special section for my consultations. You can get it there, okay? So that's that. And so yeah, the third thing is just so unbelievable. So the third thing is just so wild. I mean, listen guys, I'm telling you, I said that you can make this stuff up, right? You cannot make this stuff up. So first thing is, you know that whatever I say, it's reality, right? It always come true. It's always like this, and it gets more and more and more wilder and more wild and more wild. And it's funny, interesting that the more I openly talk about it and not hiding this anymore, the more the universe really bombards me with this. So what happened was, interestingly, 2 days ago, I looked into cards for 3 people, okay? And if you want to book it, you can also book it on my store. Links are in the description. So, and also I do look into in your personal horoscope chart, astrological chart. I can do that too. So you can also book it, that you can see your life, so to really know yourself, to learn about yourself, to analyze yourself and where you're heading, what's ahead of you. You can see this all in your own personal card or astrological chart. And yeah, definitely I can look into that. It's all, you can book it there. So anyway, I looked for 3 people, okay, next, one next to each other. And the first person, I said, I want to start with you. And I really felt like I have to start with you. The card came out so unbelievably beautiful. And I said, I see this as 3 different interpretations. And I said this into interpretation that I said it first. This was the first interpretation, the second and the third. But I said, I believe it's the first interpretation. And this person was like, nah, no, I think, it's the third. And, it was really like, I said, okay, fine. I mean, you can, as I said, the cards are showing me 3 options, that 3 different interpretations, which is, generally speaking, I don't get that many, and for the next 2 I haven't also gotten. I only got 1 interpretation, which also turned to it. I will tell us in a second. But then for this particular person, I said there are clear 3 different interpretations, but I believe it's the first interpretation. That's what it is. And the person like, no, I think it's the third. It's like, okay, fine. I mean, if you want to believe in that, that's fine. But my opinion, it's the first. Anyway. And then I did this for the second person. And the second person came out really, I did this for the second person before a yearly card reading, and exactly it came out like that as I did the yearly. And I said, did you see how unbelievably exact this is? And and by the way, this person is an Aries. And for Aries, Jupiter is in the second house in Taurus, right? So it's all about money and prosperity and all that. So it's like so unbelievably fitting. And then for the third, and the third person is a Pisces, and the third person literally came out all about, literally also fitting with their horoscope, like all the water cards and stuff. So it was like unbelievably super fitting. Literally, I'm telling you guys, next day I got the news, not from the first person, but about the first person, that thing that happened was 100%, I mean, if something happened to that person that came out of nowhere, like if you would put all your money in, you wouldn't even know like if this would have happened. Like out of nowhere something happened, and that's exactly what I said that first interpretation was. Like unbelievable. When I heard it, I was just like this, what? And then this, I mean, that was wild. I mean, I'm not surprised I mean, I'm still shocked, but I shouldn't be shocked, because it's like, but like that thing out of nowhere happened the next day. I mean, I'm telling you guys, in the past, when I was still hiding my abilities, I was still saying like, and then things happen always 5-10 years later. But now, since I'm not hiding this anymore, literally the things are happening the next day. And even that this past week, something that I actually thought will happen the next day literally came in the news. I read it in the news. This gets more and more and more. And by the way, my pain is so bad with my tooth and in my jaw. I really trying to not show it, but speaking is still a big challenge. It's like this pain. Okay, so, and then the second person, really the next day after I said it, that person did some like handwork, and I was like, wow, since then when you do this, it's like, and this person was like, yeah, I just did it. And I was like, oh my God, this is just, you can now do that handwork together with that, and then you can sell it and you can make money. And this person was shining. It's like, didn't I say it literally the day before? And this person, yeah, it was just so wild, so wild. Then guess what happened? The Friday night, I looked into cards for myself, okay? Listen. And I used the cards that I pretty much, really, really rarely use for interpretation, like really, really rarely. And those are Scott cards, okay? Scott cards. Usually these are the German style of reading it. So I have the German style interpretation of this. So I laid out for myself, just wanted to know, these are 36 Scott cards, okay? So I laid it all 36, all 36. And there's one card that represents me, the person, okay? And literally, and literally in these Scott cards, there are two, in these 36 cards, there are two jealous people cards, one male and one female, jealous people. From all the 36 cards, these two jealous people, Neider, yani in German it's Neider, these two Neider cards, or the jealous people card, literally came right next to me. I mean, and before in the evening, and early in the evening, I sent a text message to my friend and said, here, you know, is so many, you know, toxic people, jealous people around me. I'm so sick of it and stuff like that. And I was also, you know, trying to get rid of all of these jealous and ridiculous people, like from my Instagram and all that stuff. So I'm really like, and also my dentist, as you know, like really, really ridiculously horrible people, okay? And then late in the evening, and I opened these cards, and literally these two jealous people came right next, jealous people cards came right next to me from all these 36 cards. At that moment, my friend texted me back and said, oh no, I hope it's not that bad, and something like that. I told her, like, I texted her back and said, because it was really right at that moment, I said, listen, didn't I say, I'm looking right now into the cards, and I laid on 36 cards, all 36 cards, and literally the only two jealous people cards came right next to me. And then and then she was like, oh my god, no, and blah blah. So we were just like, oh my god, it was just like so wild. And then I just put this card together. I was like, okay, and I used then these Lenormand cards, which I also recently not using that much. These Lenormand cards. Oh, which one came out? The Rain, the Commitment. I love this card. This rarely comes out, and I love this. Anyway, so these are the Lenormand cards, right? That you saw me using it, but for the last few weeks I haven't used them so much. So, and these are also 36 cards. And so, and I laid them all 36. I also asked for myself, and I laid all 36. Guess what happened? So there are some challenging cards in here, but some are really bad. And I will tell you which ones those are. Listen. Where are those? Yeah. Okay, these two cards, these three cards, the broom, the snake, and mice. These are terrible cards, really bad cards, generally speaking. These three cards on all 36 cards literally again came right next to me. From all 36 cards, came literally right next to me. I was here in the middle, and on this side I had the broom, on this side I had literally snake next to me, and next to the snake I had the mice, and I was right here. You cannot make this stuff up. If you still do not believe me, I don't know what to say, because I mean, it's just wild. I mean, I know I had so many jealous people around me, like, but jealous people, toxic people. I mean, wild, man. And for all the haters, let me know, how do you like my blouse? And I'm very happy to say to everybody, to all my haters and jealous people, I made this last night myself. And yes, if you do not believe me, I don't care. And I particularly wore this because my mom watches my videos, so I want to share this to her, because literally yesterday we talked about how I want to do this, and so now I worked on this. Actually just took me 1.5 hours to do it last night. So I 15 minutes, I cut it, literally 15 minutes, and I actually did two. And this is, if you don't believe me, here is the proof. And this will come next. This is the next, that maybe in the next video I will wear. This is also what I cut yesterday, and I cut this and I will complete this. This is pretty much done. And I do not have a sewing machine. I sew it with my own hands. So like in old ages, that's why it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, let me know how you like it, and I have multiple more to come. Like so, 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 and like so. This will be a short. So I am so happy. I do clothing, and I do crochet, I do knitting since at age of 8. I literally, as a child, it's right here. I bring this every country or everywhere I go. I have this tiny sewing machine that I got as a child, you know, as a gift from my dad as a child. And when when everybody was playing this with Barbies and stuff like that, or mother, father, child, in German we say Mutter, Vater, Kind, like this type of classical child's plays or whatever, and with Barbies. I never had this, I never played it, because for me, I found it super silly. Like, I was a little bit more, my brain was more advanced than my age always, so I found this, my age stuff, pretty silly and childish, so I never played with Barbies and stuff like that. So I never had Barbies. But my best friend Karin, she gave me a bag of her Barbie and full of clothing of Barbie. So what I did was I was styling the Barbie. So that was my thing. That was my play. I loved it. And then I literally was sewing this tiny like pillows and clothing for my Barbie. So I was styling her. So yeah, and when I was at age 8, I was literally crocheting. Not crocheting, knitting. I knit a pullover for my dad, literally with ornaments. They still have it. It's just so big. I mean, I was really proud of that, and yeah, I love all of this. So I did this. Let me know if you like it. I'm so proud of doing this. So again, if you are jealous or hate people like for their abilities or skills that you don't have. Screw that. I mean, and or if people hate you or are jealous of you. For example, who would know if I wouldn't have said that this looks pretty expensive, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes you just don't know about people, and because you don't know, have no clue, you just cannot assume things about people. You just cannot assume things about people. And you might think, oh, and I get this a lot. Just because I'm living in the United States, just because I look how I look, just because I do things how I do things, just because I say things how I say it, people are like, pew, 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 pew. Screw that shit. I literally say it, screw that shit. You have no idea. I mean, especially, listen guys, I don't know what you know about the United States. I don't know what you have imagined things. I imagined things too before I came here. I mean, I will make another video about this. Whenever I tell this to people, they are laughing so much, like how I thought America was when I came to Boston. They're like, what? What is this? Especially Germans like us. I mean, especially not now. I mean, the quality of Germany is pretty low now. Things come from China, but back then, 2 decades ago, everything was still highest quality. And then when you come in the United States as a German, you're like, what? So I keep telling this, and then they're just so laughing. Anyway, so I know the laziest people, like literally so lazy, like, I hate my job, and I don't want to work anymore, I want to retire, like at age 30 or 20 or whatever. They're like, I can't work anymore, and then they contacting me, I want to come to the United States, I'm so sick of this country, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. Like, how? We work here 24/7. Like, what are you talking about? If you have only, I don't know, like 3-4 hours from total workday, like just like in some countries, I literally know it because I see it, I've seen it, I've been there, I saw that people like in a 9-to-5 job coming to work at 10:30 and leaving work at 4, and in the meantime they have a 1.5 hours lunch break and then coffee break and tea break, whatever break. So it's just like shrinks down to 3-4 hours a day. Okay, so I've seen that, and those people are complaining, so, oh, I'm so sick of this and I want to come to the United States, and you don't even know that we work here 24/7. I mean, just look at it. I am here on Sunday and I am working, and that's not even my primary job. And later I have to do my primary job and another job. So it's just, what are you talking about? I mean, it's just so wild. So never assume things. Just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Do things what you do, and if whatever you want to achieve. Don't look at others. Don't look at what others are doing. Don't look at or assume things about other people. You have no idea. You have no clue. Just shut it up and just focus on your own, on yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do here. If you watch the beginning of the video, that's what it is. So, moving to the last section of the thing I want to talk about, and that is, listen, it ties back to the second and the first things I said. It's because when you so here on my channel, and generally when I help people, when I explain things from the mental health, from the actually physical health, so especially let's talk about the mental health part and the psychology part, okay? So, and I said in the second section that I talked in the beginning, and when I try to help you to be improved, right? Your abilities, your empowerment to be improved, then it is not a good service if, like many other money-making psychology channels, psychologists, gurus, mental health channels, whatever, not good ones, like the bad ones, who are just there for making money or who have no clue what they're talking about. And dive you deeper into toxicity, negativity, but it does not it's not a service really. It's not a good service for you if you only hear what you want to hear, and you cannot heal with that. If you only especially hear what you want to hear, especially in the moment or in this time when you need to heal or when you want to heal. I see this all the time. I see this all the time in all sorts of areas. I see this on psychology channels. I see this, on the comments, on the psychology channels, mental health channels, on tarot readings, whatever, and on the spiritual channels. Like, I see this, that people have really problems, life problems, relationship problems. I don't know, life challenges, especially when we talk about relationships, right? With their partners, with their lovers, whatever. And if they really still go to the person, to the people, to the channels that actually really gives them what they want to hear. Yeah, you are good. You are the best. You are the angel. This person is the evil. Even one tarot reader said is a demon. Like, what? What are you? What? How dare you to talk about people that you have no clue about? A demon, an evil, and a narcissist. Like, how unbelievable. Like tarot readers, you open like this freaking cards. Oh, this person is a narcissist. Like, excuse me? Like, how dare you? Like, how can you even tell? Like, what is happening? And then if you do this, if you go to channels like to psychologists, like YouTuber psychologists, or if you this mental health YouTubers, or this tarot readers YouTubers, or this, I don't know, spiritual guru tarot YouTubers, if you go to them and to just really hear what you want to hear, and to feel like, okay, I'm healing now, I'm good, I'm the best, I'm angel, but this person's a hater, this person is a jealous person, this person is a narcissist, this person is an evil person, this person is a demon. You think you are healed, but you don't know how more and more deeper you go down into a rabbit hole, into a deepening your wound. And I come to now how I do it. And oftentimes, if you are not strong enough, and that's how I make you strong, that's my way to do it. And it always works. Later on, people thank me for it. But at the beginning, they might hate me. That's why maybe the majority of you don't even, if you just hear me one single time and probably were saying, she's so harsh and she said this to my face and whatever. But listen, you will thank me later, because how many people's lives I've changed. How many, it's like, I can't even count it with fingers anymore. People have become awakened, just like what I was thinking, what I was doing my entire life, what I'm saying, like people were like, it was an eye opener all the time. This happens, but in the beginning, it sounds harsh, but it's the truth that you need to hear. You need to know. People who are strong, they get that. There are many people on my channel. That's why they are here. And also people who I consult, like that I do the consultation with. I am a tough teacher, like Saturn. I'm a tough teacher, but at the end of the day, it will help you. It does help you, not will. It does help you if you get it. And I will come here, what I noted, it's an analogy of think about this. And when I talk about this said this to my mom, and it's like, oh my God, that was great analogy. Let me write it down, because I was trying to explain to her how important like these videos are. And then I said this as an analogy, and so that I could convey what I'm trying to say, and it turned out to be so good, so I will share this with you too. So think about this way. If you have a wound, right, an open wound, okay, if you have an open wound, and what would you do with it? Either you will try to dry it down, take the pus out, dry it down with iodine and salicylic acid or whatnot, to dry it down so that it heals as soon as possible. Okay? Yes, the pus, to squeeze the pus out, it might hurt, or if you pus on iodine doesn't hurt, but if you just put a medication on it that hurts, maybe it burns, whatever, but it's really painful because it's an open wound. But at the end of the day, it will dry out the wound, the open wound, and it heals so much faster, right? Right. It might hurt, but it's the quickest way to dry that open wound out, and then you will heal faster. Or would you do it this way? You have an open wound, pus comes out of it, but you just keep washing it, or ignore it, and you just like keep the surface clean, but it might not hurt, because, or it even actually it does hurt your entire body, because the pus, the bacteria, they go all, the virus, whatever it's there, it goes all into your bloodstream if you don't take care of it, right? But it keeps growing deeper and deeper and eats into the tissue. And even as I said, the pus it makes abscess, it pushes the entire tissue, makes it even more painful, but your the microbes goes into your bloodstream and eats the tissue in and turns into ulcers and even to cancer, right? Because you have not dealt with it. Why? Maybe you were also afraid. You maybe knew that if I will put a solution on this, it might burn, might will hurt, but I better avoid it because it will burn, it will hurt. But you do know it will heal that way. But you either keep ignoring it or don't even know that there's a treatment for this. And this means you have to do it right away. You maybe think, if I just clean here, the surroundings a little bit, I think it should be fine. But you don't know that it goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's exactly what it is. If you keep covering the surface, just only touch the surface of your psychological issues, your relationship issues, your life issues, your monetary issues, whatever issues you have, family issues, mother-father issues, childhood issues, whatever it is, if you keep covering it by watching all of these pseudo people on YouTube, or people who do not help you, who just tell you what you want to hear, if you go to those channels that only say what you want to hear, you will not heal, period. Your problem will get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And here, what I do is I say it the bitter truth, because I can see where you are heading. And that's not good, because I will try to head you this direction. It's tough because your entire life you have been on this path. Mentally, physically, you were just on this path which is not serving. You keep showing, the life keeps showed you that this doesn't benefit you. So I'm trying to move you in another direction, or to heal you from this. But in order to heal you from this, you gotta know the bitter truth and hear the truth, be open to hear the truth, and be open to know how you can heal. Okay, it might be hard, but I give you all the tools in all of my videos and in my private consultation. So if I will do it this way, it might be harsh to hear, might be harsh to cover the wound, right? With the necessary to get squeeze the pus out and to put medicine on it might hurt, but it will be quickest way to dry it out and to heal. But first, you need to be wanting for me to heal it, or somebody else, right? But that's if you think it that way, then you can better understand it. If you keep yourself more and more in that direction, that the thing that you want to hear, if you polish your wounds with it, the deeper your wounds get. However, on this side, on my channel, with me, in the private consultations, if you are willing to really heal, then you need to be really open to be coached, to learn, and to hear what also the problem on your side is. And that's the only way, because we cannot, if you really want to heal, we cannot blame others. It's not our job to heal them. It's our job to heal us. And I keep saying that. With that being said, thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful. Come back and watch this video. And as I said in the beginning, like this video, share this video, comment below. What are your thoughts? Do you like my shirt? Do you like my analogies? And what does it make sense to you? And definitely check out in the description box all the links, and I will send you so much love. Have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful beginning of the week, and so much love. Bye.